There it is. Henry said, "Oh, good." And you, myself, yep, all good with me as well. Badruddin said, "Nice and sunny." Perfect. Um, Jerome Jeroen said, "Theo, good to be back." Perfect. Yep, yep. Absolutely. Ronald said, "Hi, Theo, feeling great." Fantastic. Darren said, VH. Yep. Dilu said, "Hola." No. Yo too. Carla said, "Hi." Hello. Welcome, guys. Just give me 1 second because I think I do something wrong here. Just to make sure that on YouTube is also streaming. Is it? Yes. Let's check. Okay, yep, we are live. Perfect, perfect. Jeroen said, "I need Euro USD to go long." Let's make that happen. Okay, guys. Okay. Tonight, all of you, please bring your round crystal ball, put it in front of you, and we're gonna make the wish for that Euro CHF for our friend Jerome to experience a winning trade there. Henry said, "A big loss, that figure on pound USD on Friday." What did you do, Henry, there? When you guys, when you are trading with such large an amount, you can send me message with your what do you trade and what do you see there. So on the Telegram, of course. Okay. No. Euro CFD. Okay. Euro against what? Which one? So, guys, I would like. My Telegram. It's Theo Theodoro, guys. It's the same name you see here. I think it's the same name. Yeah. Or you can send us message at support, and Gios can send you my Telegram. But I think it's Theo Theodoro. Same. Either way, you can contact me via our support message here at Elevating Forex or directly. No problem at all. So, guys, I would like to welcome everyone to this weekly market watch again here at Elevating Forex. There are a lot of things to talk today, especially about the majors, because it was time for the majors to start moving a little bit. So stay, and we're going to explain everything here. So first of all, to ensure that everyone understands that neither myself or Elevating Forex or no one is here to give personal or financial advices. Okay, everything is purely for education purposes, and the way I see the market, it's not the same like everybody else. Okay, so trading involves risk. Who am I? My name is Theo Theodoro, as you heard so many times. For you traders here, just allow me to explain you the why I am in this industry and what do I do besides trading that everybody trades, but also I'm a certified financial market analyst, so I can read the market and understand and bring out analysis on what are the high probabilities events to happen in the market without thinking what it's going to happen and why it's going to happen. In technical analysis, we have the rules, we have set of parameters, and we count on them, we measure them, we estimate based on them, and we just release the report. I'm 12 years actually in trading. I have to change this one, 11, but I like it sounds nice to say it's more than 10 years. So more with currency trading, of course. I create educational courses as well. I publish analysis on a daily basis. I hosted events with traders like Steven Inson, John Bollinger, and many others. And it's time to bring up the charts, right? Some of you, they might be saying, Theo, enough. Where is the euro US dollar? So, and as I said, the euro US dollar, I will start with the euro US dollar. Okay. So, guys, what I like on the euro US dollar, and Henry said lost with long. Finan, are you rich? Okay. So the euro US dollar last week, okay, it didn't change any kind of, I'm just looking for the tool. Yeah, here it is. It didn't change anything on the weekly chart. Besides, it gave us a clue of the market temporarily paused with that inside candle, but that inside candle as well, it's also a kind of long leg doji candle, which most of the times, and pay attention to that, guys, if you want, but I'm sure you won't, when you identify the bearish, sorry, I'm reading some messages here. Cannot see the candles. I cannot see. What are you looking at? Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Oh my God. How about now? Is that better? Yes? Okay. Sorry for that. I have the wrong screen on the in front of me. So the euro US dollar print, it didn't change anything in terms of market structure. Still makes these lower lows and lower, the lower lows and lower highs, they are maintained there. Okay. Therefore, we are still looking on the long time frames for the kind of swing trading, or when I look on these all order blocks areas, we are looking to hold trades for some time, not just within a day. Okay. That's why we use as a primary chart the weekly chart, and as the execution time frame the 4-hour time frame. Okay, because it makes it smoother, it makes things easier and more structured. Because if you go from the weekly chart down to the daily chart, or if you go from the daily to the 4-hour chart, they are very close by the number of candles they create each time frame, and you don't get so much of really valuable information. Okay, so it's better you look with just 2 time frames apart. For example, again, here on the weekly chart, and we're going to execute on the 4-hour time frame. So back to the chart. The 10 moving average is under the 40 moving average, and on the weekly chart, the price action ended up as a long leg doji candle. And usually when we find this candle around resistance, it acts as reversal. Okay, so if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, what do we expect here? First, we have the confirmation that the price is most likely going to reverse. Okay, so what I want to see the price move away from this order block here. I refined this order block on the 1-hour time frame because this distance from this point A to point B is just too large for this time frame. So I just went down to the 1-hour chart and refined that one. So if the price breaks under this previous week's low, then guess what? The price will create a lower high and a lower low. So we are in business. We can go for short. Then with patience, we're going to wait for some kind of retracement, and we're going to find this price action, the best price action to trade ever in all markets is bullish engulfings and bearish when you go long, and bearish engulfings when you go short. And the way I define the bullish engulfing, I want the bullish candle to completely engulf the previous candle from its high to its low. The body is not enough. And I'm telling you, I've done a live webinar with Steve Ninson, the gentleman who introduced us to the candlestick lines, to the candlestick chart, and we analyze this perspective here because on his book he has the bodies to be covered, but because the forex has so much of false false price action, guys, it was much better if you just have it as a complete deal, okay, from its high to its low. Does that make sense? Yep, I hope so. So for this one here, I'm going to be primarily bearish because of the higher time frame. The only way I will turn to bullish bias is if after Wednesday, when in the US they will report the consumer price index event, if something is going to change and the markets will diverse and the price is going to break above this weekly high, which is 1.08. But if that won't happen, then I will start looking for short positions to go all the way down. Okay, that's what that's how I will play this euro US dollar. Next one, let's check the Great British Pound. Finance said experienced some weird stuff with the pound. Remember last week the Great British Pound, it was this candle here. It had, was it this one? I think so. It had the interest rates report. They kept them at the same rate. I think it's 5.25%. The pound didn't really push to the downside. It didn't break the previous week's low that we marked there, but it just bounced off. It printed this bullish engulfing candle, and since then the price is moving upwards. Now, on the weekly time frame, though, if we use that as reference, the price still in a downtrend, but again, it became a bit weird after a bullish move, to be honest, after the interest rates reported in the UK. Okay, for this one here, I'm going to consider a little bit, or I'm going to stay on the sideline, because if the price broke below this low here at this point, it means that the market will have been in a downtrend, but it bounced off, it moved upwards, so now the market enter into a range environment. And I often see traders, guys, especially when we do one-on-one coaching, because that's when the traders, they mainly talk. And I understand that a trader that looks to go short and take a short trade at this point here, for example, this one here, and see that the price is not breaking and it printed this bullish engulfing, they start playing around with their stop losses, they mark around with their positions, and they maybe drag their stop losses or cancel their stop losses because they hope that the market should break this low here, and they are so convinced that they are willing to risk more and more and more with the hope that the market is going to go lower. And if the price will continue like this, at this point here, they're going to be convinced that the market is in an uptrend. Okay, so please read the market and understand exactly what the message of the price is. Okay, guys, any questions, please let me know. Australian dollar, US dollar. What happened on the weekly chart? The price is ranging here. So if the weekly chart is ranging, what the chances on the 4-hour or 1-hour time frame to see directional moves? Like now I'm on the hourly time frame. If you want, I will go down to the 30-minute chart. What's the direction of this market? Can you tell me? There is no direction in this market. The market doesn't make any defined higher highs and higher lows. And if you guys gonna see what happened here, that the market moves in a downtrend, and you're gonna play a downtrend here because of this bearish candle, then you should consider to start reading the market a bit more careful. What happens here, it's done, especially when we trade intraday. What happens over there, it's done. Maybe the hedge funds or the big corporations, the banks who place orders at this point here, maybe they are not even looking again this market for a while. Who knows? Okay, we don't know what's going to happen right now based on what happened. I mean, 2 weeks ago, if we are trading intraday. We want to see what happened the previous sessions when we trade intraday. We want to see what happened the previous day. Okay. When we do this 4-hour time frame, and again, for the webinars that we do on Sundays, is more appropriate to give you a little bit of the weekly market perspective rather than an intraday perspective. And I want you guys to understand it and to utilize this time very effectively. Like our traders, let's say on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday onwards, they're going to find momentum trades. They're going to put it on the chart on the Telegram, and that's totally great. What we analyze here is a little bit more wider market perspective. Okay, so I equipped you with what sort of bias you should be looking on for the week. Okay, not for a specific moment, because I'm not doing these webinars every single day, so you can jump on board and see, okay, today something changed and we have to revise also our thought. But a general approach, and most of the times we focus based on the weekly chart, and we have execution rules and an execution strategy, as I told you multiple times, on the 4-hour time frame. If that's not clear to you how to trade them, just again let me know, because I don't know what you understand or what you don't understand. I will appreciate if you let me know so I can help you. Jerome said pound CAD and Aussie New Zealand. Aussie New Zealand, actually, you see it's on my list here, if you can see my screen. So I have some pairs that they have very high probability price action setups, and I will show them to you a little bit towards the end of the webinar. So Australian dollar, US dollar, yeah, Aussie CAD, it's one of them, guys, and it's a nice one, so we will talk about that. So Australian dollar, US dollar, I will be waiting for the price to get into a direction, guys. Okay, I'm not interested to start taking short positions here. I'm not interested to start taking long positions here. Now, if you want to take short positions on the major, the euro US dollar, for example, it's more technically structured. Okay. Next one, USD JPY. So on the weekly chart, based on the weekly chart, the price, it's in an uptrend, right? Price makes higher highs and higher lows. Here it's the all-time high around 160 Japanese yen. And an inside candle, the moving averages are still pointing upwards. An inside candle and an inside candle formed here. So we do expect that the trend will continue. Okay, and when the market is in a trend, you better expect it that the trend is going to continue rather than betting on reversal trading, guys. Okay, let's go down to the 4-hour chart. What's going on here? The market, yes, is expected to move to the upside. Now, markets, they move in a cyclical way. It goes down and then up, down and then up. Okay, so, and we don't know for how long the downtrend is going to last and the uptrend is going to last. That's why we use technical analysis to find out this point. So what I expected here to happen based on this kind of bullish pattern, the price on every dip make a higher low, and it keeps equal highs here. I do expect to break above the previous week's high and rally. Now, if this is going to happen and the price is going to close above here, then the first area I will be looking to secure some profit, it's going to be this area here. Why? Because it's a 4-hour bearish engulfing order block, and the order blocks, there are significant price areas on the chart where the buy and sell orders, they are it's like they are sitting there as limit orders, and they are waiting to be executed once the price comes there. And we don't know which of these orders are real and where the market is going to position. Okay, but again, if the market is in an uptrend, we bet that the uptrend will continue. Okay, now I'm not going to look for shorts here because the market is going to enter into this bullish bearish engulfing order block unless the short position is going to be in a line, or the idea to short it is going to be in a line with the primary downtrend. Okay, which is in this case the highest probability based on the weekly chart is the price to move upwards. Taiti asks if we will cover the gold. Of course, we will cover the gold. Next one, the Kiwi. Kiwi, it's another promising pair, guys. Price here, it's in a downtrend. It retraced back. This is a textbook trade. It retraced back to an area of resistance. On the 4-hour chart, you see support, 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 resistance, resistance. So I will wait to see the price. Come on. I will wait to see the price to create a low that is lower than this low here. Wait for the retracement and just go short. Simple as that. If this is going to happen, I will be happy to take this trade. Okay. And USD Canadian dollar. So the price really was expected to have some more strength on the US dollar part, but it looks like an inside candle here is shown as, do you guys recognize this pattern? That's what kind of triangle? Does anyone recognize this pattern here, guys? Yep. Okay, so here is the thing. Some people, they said bullish flag. Okay, now the pattern, it looks like a bullish flag, yes, but in an uptrend, we want to see a kind of equal, we want to see, okay, either higher lows, but the most important thing in an uptrend, we don't want to see lower highs. When the market is in, and you see how easy it is to just slip away and lose the market direction. In an uptrend, we want the price to make at least equal high, if not higher highs, at least equal highs in an uptrend. Okay, if we see lower highs in an uptrend, it's a little bit, it has to be a little bit, we have to approach it a little bit carefully. Plus, this pin bar here didn't create any market structure. So if this pin bar from Monday onwards will fail, then we might gonna see some decline here. And if the majors, pay attention to these guys, if the Aussie dollar, euro, pound, they're gonna move lower, it will be because of the strength of the US dollar. And if the US dollar, Canadian dollar will move lower, it's going to be because the Canadian dollar is much stronger. Okay, I know for traders that they hear this for first time, it's a hell of confusing, but don't worry, after we end this video, it's going to be live, it's going to be recorded and uploaded automatically on the YouTube channel, and you can watch this USD Canadian dollar, because that's where you understand the currency correlation and when to be most of the times on the right side of the market. Okay, guys. So next one, let's check the gold. This is an interesting chart pattern on the previous. Let me clear up a little bit here. During the previous week, we explained that at this point here, we were waiting for some bearish reaction, which it came, okay, but On the higher time frame, the gold, it's in an uptrend, okay? And it created this swing here. And price makes higher highs and higher lows, and it created this swing low here. So on the 4-hour time frame, I can't take orders, I can't place orders based on the sorry, Jerome, let me come back to this question. I can't place order based on a 4-hour bearish engulfing order block only, guys. Okay, we have to see it in the context of the higher time frame. So the order blocks or any candlestick pattern or any chart pattern, we're gonna use them primarily for entries. Okay, so we first identify where the momentum is, and then we're gonna look for the price action. And just back to the question, Jerome, about the bullish flag. When we say about the bullish flag, okay, at some point we said that if the last pin bar, if it's not going to push the price higher and the price will decline, then we will not take in consideration anymore this pattern here, okay? And primarily we want to see the price as soon as possible to move upwards. So just to avoid any confusion, guys, a pattern, guys, pay attention to this because it's important. Sometimes a pattern that shows on the chart, it has the shape of a pattern that we want to see, but in reality, it's not the real pattern. Why? If you see the flag, let's say this is a bullish flag, okay, which schematically it looks like a bullish flag. The impulse move, it required, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. So 6 candles created the pose. In an uptrend, in a strong uptrend, the retracement or the completion of the pattern has to take shorter time than the time it took for the pose to be created. So here we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's almost 1 month that the price is creating a bullish pattern, and that's not normal. Okay, usually a bullish pattern, a strong bullish pattern, it's going to be completed and play out within 2 to 3 weeks max. Okay, so this one, it looks like it takes longer. That's why we don't want to register it as a bullish part, as a bullish flag. And the other thing, the beginning of the bullish flag, it's there. The end, it's here. The pattern didn't stay above, let's say, the 50% of the port. It retraced almost 78.6%, 78.6% of the whole move here. So there are many things they invalidate to translate this shape as the pattern. It looks like that, but it's not exactly the pattern, the bullish flag. Okay, I hope that sometimes not everything on the chart is clear. Sometimes it's very clear. Okay. Titus asks, how long do your trades approximately take? Couple of hours or days? Look, depends on the market. If I'm going to take a trade around the news and it's going to move in my favor because I'm looking for the entry and I'm going to wait for the news to get me with the momentum, then some, let's say, maybe 1 day. But usually with this kind of position trading, it's going to take about 3-4 days for the completion if you can execute it. By all means, guys, you can also use this information and drill down to the hourly time frame, let's say, to execute the trade. I'm just saying that it's more, it's easier for everyone, plus depends on how many hours a day you have available to watch the charts, to see the price action. Okay, maybe some people with full-time jobs and the trading hours that the market works its best during the New York session, for example, or the London session, maybe you're not available to monitor the chart. Okay, so it also depends on your time flexibility there. Guys, let's check the US oil or the WTI. It was this head and shoulder reversal pattern we identified. Now, last time I told you about this head and shoulder pattern, and the price came almost all the way to its lowest point right here and gave, let's say, the first target. But if you have time to spend in front of the screen, and it's when the market is active, let's say, especially for the WTI, US oil, it has highest probability to trade it within the New York trading session, guys, instead of rather than the London or the Asian trading session. Okay, so maybe some opportunities on the lower time frames, like 1 hour chart. This one here, it was right at the end of the session. Now I'm just trying to find this one here, for example. That was on Friday. That was on Monday, bearish engulfing. We were looking for the price to keep moving lower. So during the London session and the Asian session, the market moved upward. It came to an area of resistance, textbook trade, bearish engulfing. We take the trade, stop loss there, 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 2.5, 3 to 1, how much you want. The price played out. Okay, so it's you can use this information if you don't want to hold trades for some period of time. Okay, and it will be great if you let me know what is your trading, let's say, what's your trading character, and I can tell you many things on how can you trade and to help you on that. Of course, that's not going to be any problem. Guys, next one. Here are some opportunities that I spot in the market during my weekly analysis. So the Euro Canadian dollar, the Euro CAD, it created this reversal price action pattern around this. Nazir, can you please type in English because I cannot read this language? Thank you. The price rejected this resistance here, and that's a weekly resistance. So from the 4-hour time frame, we see that the market had a low here and it created a lower low. So you can use this information, guys, and you can go down to the lower, even lower time frame, lower than the 4-hour chart. You can go on the 15-minute chart and trying to find where it's a solid order block or where it's a solid resistance area, and you wait there. If you have the privilege to be in front of the chart and monitor the levels and the price action, you can do that, okay? And you can take trades from there. But I found it much easier for traders to try and take a little bit long time approach, especially when they try to understand strategies and learn how to trade. Okay, again, each trader has a different character, different trading personality, and you do whatever is more appropriate to you. So on this one here, even on the hourly time frame, during the New York trading session, the Canadian dollar gained so much strength, so it forced the Euro CAD to the downside. You see on the hourly chart, created this downtrend. Market makes lower highs, makes lower lows. The the price is moving lower, of course. And yeah, it's an opportunity that can be utilized, let's say, from Monday onwards. Jerome asks, you absolutely love scalping, but we'll do one-on-one. Yep, definitely, Jerome. That's totally fine. Guys, and to solve some from your questions, because you are asking here on the chat, I do swing trading, but I do also scalping. And when I do scalping, I do it only on the 1 minute chart. Okay, that's where I execute trades when I trade intraday. On 1 minute chart, max on the 5 minute chart. Okay, and I have specific times that I look the chart. I look for a specific pattern. And yes, I'm sitting in front of the screen like this, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this pattern to arise. But this is where I do my scalping. Okay, now there is no point to talk about scalping on Sunday night for something that we don't know how it's going to appear on the chart, rather than to equip you with every currency pair and indices we see here, that it's a good opportunity to take trades. Okay, so if you want to learn really how to scalp, it's a totally different story. It's a totally different mindset. It's a totally different approach. You look for a totally different thing on the market. And in a nutshell, you trade. If you want to be a successful scalper, you must look to trade the trends, not the reversals, not the ranges. We take the trend and we move stop loss as the price goes until we get stopped out. Okay, it's a whole of intense activity, business, job, and it requires a total different mindset. Okay, so back to our chart. Next one, Euro Kiwi. If you see the weekly chart here, it looks like moving averages, they are pointing upwards, which is a bullish indication, and an inside candle around support. So this inside candle around support shows that the market is most likely looking to go to the upside. Now, we don't know, of course, what's going to happen, but we focus based on that. What I want to see, though, from Monday onward is this bullish divergence to hold, because that's a nice bullish divergence here on both indicators. That's the RSI and that's the MACD, MACD. And from this point here, the price to make a high that is higher than this one at point A, and I will look to enter long on the retracement. Okay. So that's another pair to keep in mind. Next one, Aussie Canadian dollar. Why are you guys very interested about the Aussie CAD? What's going on? I just saw the weekly chart, like it's at this resistance here. Then on the 4-hour chart, the price is losing momentum, which is great. We see it from the indicators. Plus, it's creating this descending triangle, okay, equal low and lower highs. So once you see this pattern here at resistance after an extensive uptrend, you must start thinking that most likely this trend is going to reverse. Now, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, so we want to wait for the price to create a lower low here, and then to bounce off, move upwards, and then to take trades and go short. Okay, so we are looking for short positions there on the Aussie CAD. Again, Australian dollar is weaker than the Canadian dollar, or the Canadian dollar is stronger than anything else so far. Next one, Australian dollar Kiwi. On the weekly chart, it was a dodgy candle here around resistance, and then a bearish engulfing on the weekly chart. Although the market is still in this uptrend here, on the 4-hour time frame, based on this the last 2 weeks market structure, the market shifted, and from an uptrend it turned to a downtrend. So this might gonna be a good area to start looking for more short positions. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. If the price is going to decline another low here, then ultimately we want to see the price reaches this level. Next one, Great British Pound, Canadian dollar, Great British Pound, CAD. The weekly chart still in an uptrend. The moving averages are pointing upwards, but the price, it's a little bit compressing here at this point. So the market ended with this inside candle last week. On the 4-hour time frame, we have only two options. Either the price will break under this this low here, and we will definitely look for short position, or it's going to break above this high here and we're going to look for long positions because the weekly, it's still in an uptrend. Now, what we ideally, I will say ideally because I'm 100% sure that there are traders, they already triggered and they hold positions here. What ideally, we don't want to enter short while the price is in the range. Why we don't want to do that? Because before the price breaks the support of the range, let's say that's here, it's a support. Before the price breaks this support and moves away from the support, guys, we don't know if it will bounce off, if it's going to move upward, if it's going to come again in up to the middle of the range, and then it's going to take its direction. Okay, please pay attention to this. It's very common trading error, especially if you are quite trading for a short time. I used to do these errors a lot, and I couldn't understand why and how. But what ideally you want to do is to see the market moves quite well away from any support. If you want to go short, wait patient for the retracement, and at some point you're going to see a reversal price action. It will occur at some point of resistance, and you can take the trade. That's not the problem. Okay. Anything else? The DAX, for those that are going to trade the DAX, it's in an all-time high, new high. Okay. And we don't know what's going to happen. The RSI is overbought, which is great, so it's a strong trend. The only thing worries me is that the daily chart has a lot of strong divergences. Look at this. The price, the daily chart starting from there. Every time the market makes an all-time high, the MACD on the daily is printed a lower high, which is quite bearish. So we might going to see some kind of shift into this extensive upward move. And the last one, guys, for today, let's check the Euro CHF. We can use the first one. So what is happening with the Euro Swissy? The moving averages, they turned, so the price technically it's in an uptrend. This pin bar here didn't cause the price to move strongly to the upside, and it makes me suspective of what's going to happen here. Next one, it's the 4-hour time frame, and the price here has this high, it has this low, it's trading within this boundary since Monday, so no direction, nothing, and we have to see now if the price is going to break above or below this high or this low, because the market is in directionless. It's directionless. It doesn't have any clear direction. It doesn't move up. It doesn't go down. It doesn't have this kind of lower highs and lower lows, neither this higher highs and higher lows. So at this point here, how can we estimate? But for our friend Jerome, we have to bypass the book and wish the Euro Swissy to go long. Okay, from Monday onwards. I hope that it's going to go in your direction and you're going to experience your winning trades. Guys, last thing for today, please understand that on Monday, not that many major news events. On Tuesday, unemployment rate in the UK just before the London Open, it's going to bring some volatility. On Wednesday, please remember to be careful around the CPI number, because this is going to be something, I believe, based on what's going on in the world right now, it's going to be insanely volatile. Okay, consumer price index involves involves many things that that's going on in the countries, let's say, and yeah, it's going to bring a lot of volatility. On Thursday, unemployment rate in Australia, and on Friday, no major events from this that they affect us, our trading. Okay, regarding Bitcoin, actually with the Bitcoin, I'm finishing the analysis that I have to send the report tonight, to be honest. So I was looking at this just right. We start the webinar, and this one here, guys, we had a pin bar last week, false breaking all these lows here in the context of this major uptrend, but the market didn't follow through. The price didn't move upward, so it makes me very suspected that another wave of a downtrend might occur. So if the price is going to move lower, in a nutshell, I'm expecting it to come to the $48,000. Okay, for now on the 4-hour chart, the only thing I see is that bearish Marubozu candle, which it's a candle that created on Friday, and it's been Sunday, and it hasn't been taken out, neither its high or its low. The buyers, they didn't look very optimistic here, so maybe the price is going to have another wave to the downside. So let's see what's going to happen. But if it's going to move upwards, here it's a solid order block. That's an area of resistance where the price it might going to react. So let's be a bit cautious around this level. Okay, guys, I think that's all from me today. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. You learned a lot of things. You marked some pairs to watch throughout the week. Myself, the Elevating Forex team, would like to wish you to have a fantastic day tonight and tomorrow, whenever you are in the world. And we hope we add a lot of value in your trading development. And I look forward to see you all again next Sunday at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Good night.